everyone, Kelly here, and welcome back for another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make this very beginner friendly, what I call my lantern pendant. So we're going to get started. We're going to model it off of this one today. These are just some other variations that I've done over the past few days. So to get started, this is what you will need. Go ahead and cut yourself 2 pieces of 20 gauge wire. Each of them will be 6 inches or 15 centimeters in length. I am using copper for today's demonstration. And you will also need a piece of 28 gauge weaving wire, and this you'll need about 2 feet or 60 centimeters. You will also need 2 beads, one larger, one smaller. For today, I am using an 8mm bead and a 6mm bead. The purpose of this tutorial and design is to help you learn and get comfortable with doing the basket weave. I released the tutorial on this particular pattern on Friday, so the link to that is going to be in the description box below. Click on that and that will break down this weave. For today's tutorial, I will not be breaking down the weave. You can just go and look at that reference video because I talk about a lot of stuff in there. So if you need help with the weave, check out the link. Otherwise, let's get going. We're going to start with the weave. I always have a little ruler on hand to help me out with this, but you're going to start about 4 inches inward from the left, or I believe that's about like 10 centimeters in from the left. And I just kind of eyeball it, mark it with my fingers. I'm going to take my weaving wire and we're going to get it wrapped around, we're going to get it wrapped around the bottom wire to get it attached. And then we're going to begin our basket weave here. Now, with this particular design, we're keeping the weave really close for about 10 rotations. And then we're going to start to spread out the wires so that we see more of that basket weave pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and do about 10 rotations, and I'm counting a rotation as going from one side and then back to the other side. That is 1 rotation. So then I'll do another one. Would be 2 rotations. So do that 8 more times. Once you have your 10 rotations, you begin to pull the 2 base wires slightly apart so they're just gradually spacing themselves out, and we're going to do another 15 rotations. Okay, once you have finished the 15 rotations, go ahead and take your weaving wire and just coil it around the bottom wire twice to secure the weave, and then go ahead using the flush side of your cutters to trim off both of the tails. Be sure to tuck down any ends that are still sticking up. Now we're going to take the bottom wire and we're going to bend it upward where the weave begins. And that is the wire you're going to place the large bead on, and then the smaller bead. And from here, you're going to curve your weave up the sides of the beads, crossing in front of that top wire. I'm going to start to shape this out a little bit more. There we go. So it's gonna look like this. I might have done a few more extra rotations than normal. That's why mine looks like it's, the weave should probably overlap that wire a little bit. It just looks like mine does a little bit more this time around. Okay, and then we're gonna fold this guy in half so that he's hugging that top wire. And it's okay if there's a little space between that bead and where the weave folds. Use your cutting tool to trim off the back wires. And then use your pliers to squish down wire. You can even put a little curve on them. Again, I have a little extra this time, so I'm just gonna figure out how to not, I wanna make sure that those aren't like gonna poke anybody. There we go. We'll go ahead and focus on the bail next. We want this large circle. That's what I think gives it the lantern look. So I'm using my bail making pliers and I'm gonna use the largest circle. You can use anything you have laying around. Maybe it's a pen or a pencil or a doweling rod will work as well. So to make the bail, we're first gonna come to the base here and give it a little counter bend. Your doweling rod or bail making pliers, wrap it around. Shape looks good, position looks fine. I normally keep it on to hold it in place while I wrap it around the base. Just one time should be fine. And then we're going to trim off that extra wire on the back. Squish it down. And then I like to use a pair of flat pliers just to squeeze the circle. It'll make it nice and flat and even. There we go. So we've got our lantern handle. And then the last thing we're going to do is take this wire, and I like this weave to kind of twist a little bit. If it doesn't twist, no problem, but that back wire, I like it to be, there we go. And then here we want to keep this kind of round shape as we come around. And then I'm going to wrap it across the top of the bail and then bend this so it comes between the bead and the wire. And kind of angle it across. Like that. Now you're not going to need all of this extra wire, so I'm going to leave myself maybe about an inch worth of wire. Use my flush side to cut it, so I got a nice clean cut, no pointy end. And then I'm using a pair of round nose pliers. All right, now I've got it angled here. I'm going to spiral this guy this direction, so in a clockwise direction, just so that he's sitting right at the top of the pendant. So I am going to be releasing a video specifically on techniques to help you make spirals, because I know that they can be a little challenging for beginners. So I'm getting that spiral started, and I want this nice closed center, so I like to go in with my small needle nose, flat nose pliers and give it a little pinch, and then continue getting it rolling in. Grab it flat like a pancake, and then just continue rolling. You have to be careful. You don't want a lot of movement out of the hand that's holding the pliers, because you can end up scratching or marring your wire. So I just kind of tend to hold it in place with my right hand, and then I use my other hand to guide the wire around the spiral. Find a good position, and then I'll go through and kind of just tighten everything up. So as I squished that, I had to kind of adjust the spiral. I think I can squish it this way. There we go. Okay, so the pendant is done. If you would like to put this extra little bail on the top so you can put a necklace through this way, otherwise you could always tie a knot, string knot on it as well, but let me take you through how to make this little guy. So I've got about like 2 or 3 inches of 20 gauge wire, and I'm gonna choose, you can choose the size you want depending on the size of your necklace. I'm gonna choose this size on the bail pliers. Grab it and then just begin to coil the wire around. I'm gonna go for 3 rotations. Now using the flush side, I'm gonna find a spot to trim extra wire, and then I'm gonna go back to the beginning where I started and give that a little trim too, just to tidy it up. And I've got this coil, and then you're gonna apply it to your pendant like you would a key ring. Just kind of open up one side and then spiral it on. You can use these if it's easier. Make sure that this doesn't overlap and go to the outside, because then it'll just end up coming off. So make sure that that wire keeps coiling around the inside of that lantern handle. And there you go. Voila! So there you have it, the lantern pendant. Great beginner friendly little design, and if you're an experienced wire weaver, it's really nice to know some easy, simple little designs to turn out. Remember, the links for that wire weave are down in the description box, as well as a link to learn how to patina your jewelry is also available.
Subscribe, hit that like button, and below I also have a link for my Patreon community. We'd love to have you there and join our creative pursuits. Thank you so much, everyone. Goodbye.